Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thought, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profit. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packets. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Suge, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang. Hey, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo. What's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. We've got a big one in store for you tonight. My name is Michael Edward Paranati. I go by Michael Edward, and I've been trading and investing for over 17 years. I began my career working at T3 Alpha Fund, my very first job out of college in New York City. While there, I had to go through a 3-month educational training program, guys. That's where I learned how to become a trader. They wouldn't let me touch $1 of their money until I went through that training program. And then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, and the stock market crashed. And also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 10 professional trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of members to reach their goals from all over the world. We have members in 115 different countries. Now, for those of you guys that do not know, TTG is the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that's available today because we combine university level and professional trading and investing courses, a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month training I received working at the fund. We provide you with premium stock market tools. We do live workshops and provide mentorship on stocks, options, crypto, futures for all styles of trading. We cover day trading, swing trading, and also long-term investing. There's something for everybody inside True Trading Group. We take that university level curriculum. We combine it with today's top financial tools that are worth over $5,000 a year on their own. These are tools you should use. Most retail traders don't because they'll cost you around $5,000. But these are tools that give you more information, more data. They help you make better decisions. They increase your chances of success. You should use them. But I know $5,000 is a lot of money to ask for somebody to spend on tools. That's why we've spent years building relationships with these companies so we can put their products and tools on our platform at no additional cost to you. You also get access to all of our members, the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders you'll ever find, not to mention all the trade alerts from myself and the other professional trading mods at TTG that have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate amongst us as a group on all of our executions of around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you all have come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, I go live right here on this YouTube channel where myself and other TTG Pro trading mods, as well as some special guests, will come on here and we'll give you guys golden nuggets of education, information, trade ideas, market commentary, and analysis that can help you guys reach your goals and help you become better traders immediately. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already. And of course, turn on your notifications so you guys never miss out on any of these live streams. Because everything has just changed. This is truly something that is out of left field. A black swan event, so to speak. And I'm talking about the downgrade of the US's credit rating from Fitch. Let me explain to you guys what this means, so there is not any confusion about what this is, what this means. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to try to get views and try to get clicks, and they're going to put out a bunch of incorrect information about what actually took place. So it's important that you understand exactly what happened. There are 3 major credit rating agencies: Moody's, Standard & Poor's, and Fitch. Fitch today downgraded their rating for the United States. It was AAA, which is the highest rating that you could have. They've lowered that to AA+, which is 1 notch beneath AAA. All right. It's 1 notch below AAA. Now, AA+ is still a very good credit rating. It's still amongst the highest possible ratings that you can have. AAA is the highest. Then you have AA+. It goes on a system of AAA all the way down to BBB. Okay, so now you can see how the credit rating goes. You have AAA, you have AA+, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you get all the way down to the worst, which is BBB. Now, the reasons for this: Fitch says that there has been a steady deterioration in standards of governance over the last 20 years, including on fiscal and debt matters. Basically, they're saying there's an erosion of governance, pointing towards Washington brinkmanship over the debt ceiling as an example. So Fitch is concerned that the division in Congress and in Washington is going to be a problem for the United States, and therefore makes their debt a little bit more of a risk in the future. They also cite they expect the deficit to get over 6% of GDP compared to 3.7% last year. And they're citing that the government is spending more money than they are bringing in. Fitch also goes on to say that they believe that the United States will go into a mild recession in the last 3 months of this year, going into the first half of next year. So these are the things that Fitch is citing as their reasonings behind this credit downgrade. This is actually the second time in history that the United States has had its credit rating cut. It's the second time in history. Okay. It's the first time that Fitch is lowering the credit rating. The other company to lower the U.S.'s credit rating was Standard & Poor's, and that came in 2011. So in 2011, you had a debt ceiling situation, and 3 days after the debt ceiling was raised, that was under Obama, and they came to an agreement. They raised the debt ceiling. 3 days later, Standard & Poor's cut their credit rating of the United States from AAA to AA+. Fun fact, Standard & Poor's has never changed that credit rating. The Standard & Poor's still to this day gives the U.S. a AA+ credit rating. Now, all you need to do is take a look at a chart. I just want to put this into perspective for you, what the stock market has done since 2011. So just because you get a credit rating cut does not mean that the world is ending. Standard & Poor's cut the U.S.'s credit rating back in 2011. It created instant volatility in the stock market. We dropped about 15% 2 weeks following that rate cut. However, you can see what the stock market's done since then, and Standard & Poor's has never revised that credit rating. So Standard & Poor's has us at a AA+, Moody's has us at a AAA, and now Fitch has us at a AA+. So Fitch has come down to Standard & Poor's rating, which is the AA+. Why does this matter? This matters because a lower credit rating means that investors will look at U.S. debt treasuries as a slightly higher risk than when it was a AAA. Now, U.S. debt is considered to be the safest and most, outstanding of safe investments that you can possibly make because the United States always pays its debt. That's why during moments of extreme turmoil, you see global investors and global money in the trillions of dollars fly into U.S. Treasury markets because the safest place when you have a global recession is U.S. Treasuries. So that's the reason why you see that happen. The result of a credit rating cut could cause interest rates to spike because if there's a little bit more risk in the investment, you need to entice investors with a slightly higher interest rate, and then you start to see interest rates rise. It can put pressure on mortgage rates, it can put pressure on auto loans, and it's going to make yields on treasuries move higher. You have to pay attention to the bond market tomorrow. This is also a good thing for gold. You should see gold move higher tomorrow on the back of this news. So it's very important that you understand what this actually is and what it means and the severity of it. Okay? Now, in my opinion, I believe this is not the right move by Fitch. Janet Yellen came out and said, I don't agree with it. This is outdated. This doesn't make a lot of sense. And Fitch is really citing politics. They're really citing this divide in Congress and within our government as to why they feel that we're not going to be able to control and manage our debt going forward in the next couple of years as that division, that polarization in Washington continues to become more and more and more extreme. I don't think that that's a good enough reason for you to lower the US's credit rating. Lower the credit rating because of some other technical or fundamental reason why you think we're not going to be able to meet our debt obligations as we did under a AAA. I don't think that's the right reason, but it doesn't matter what I think. It's not my job or our job to get all up in arms about what's happening. It's our job to make sure that we capitalize and we can capture the volatility that is created from it. Because in 2011, that's the last time that this happened, the market went down over 15% in the 2 weeks following the credit rating cut. I'll show you. I will go back on my chart. I will go to a weekly chart. So each candle is going to represent 1 week. And I will take you back to 2011. Right here is when we had the credit rating cut by Standard & Poor's. It was on August 5th. Okay, it was on August 5th. By 2 weeks later, we had fallen 15%. You went from 131 on the SPY down to 110. That's about a 15 or 16% drop in a matter of weeks. The volatility that ensued for the weeks following that move was intense. You had massive moves to the downside. You had massive moves to the upside. Very large moves in the index itself. And if the index itself is going to move like that, then the stocks within the index are going to move even bigger. It is our job to capitalize from that volatility, not agree or disagree with what Fitch is saying. And the pullback or correction, you may have just gotten the catalyst for that after the bell today with this credit rating cut. Now, this credit rating cut does not mean we're going into a recession. It does not mean it is the end of the world. It actually does not really have that much of an impact on whether or not we're going to have a recession or not. Even if you end up having a recession at the end of this year, it's not because Fitch cut our credit rating. There are many other factors at play that would be the cause or the culprit of why the economy falls into recession. It's not the fact that they cut our credit rating that pushes you into a recession. You did not have a recession in 2011 and 2012. It was actually us coming out of the 2008 and 2009 recession. Everybody thought we were going to have a recession in 2011 and 12, just like everybody thought we were going to have a recession in 2023. And then Standard & Poor's cut the credit rating in 2011, and then the markets continued to move higher for the next several years as the recession was avoided. You can see just with not even a year later, the market was already back above where it was prior to Standard & Poor's doing the credit rating cut. So all that credit rating cut did was provide intense volatility to trade the movements and also a buying opportunity. That's all that it created last time. This doesn't mean you should start worrying about your job. It doesn't mean that the sky is falling. It means that volatility is coming. It's not the end of the world. This could end up being, this is going to be an opportunity. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be running around freaking out about this. I don't even want to go look on YouTube and look at the videos that other people are going to be putting out right now. I'm not going to go onto Reddit or Twitter and see all of the doomsdayers coming out of the woodworks that have been awfully quiet this year and have refused to discuss the stock market rally that we've seen this year. Do not want to see all these people come out of the works and try to scare the living crap out of everybody, convincing them that because of a credit rating cut, the end of the world is coming. The end of the world is not coming. This is the second time that this has happened. And if you look back in history and the last time this happened and you look at how the market reacted, we went down for a couple of weeks following, and the markets went up for the next several years. It does not mean you're going to have a recession. Okay, so be prepared for a lot of misinformation. You can just look at what the economy's done the stock market, what the economy's done since 2011. I mean, really. And Standard & Poor's never adjusted it. Standard & Poor's cut the credit rating, and the markets have done this, and the economy has done that. And Standard & Poor's has never raised their credit rating back to AAA. They kept it at AA+. So understand that. There's a lot of people out there, many of which are on this live stream, that missed this entire rally because you didn't invest in 2022 when I was telling you to invest in 2022, when I was telling you I'm adding in my long-term portfolio when the SPY got to 380, that I'm adding in my long-term portfolio when the SPY got to 360. A lot of people said I was dumb. A lot of people said I was stupid, even though they've been trading for 2 years and I've been doing it for almost 18. Those people do miss this entire move. This could be the opportunity for you to finally get some money into the market in the long-term portfolio and start to buy some stocks in your long-term portfolio. If we get anything like we saw in 2011, this is going to turn out to be one of the greatest opportunities of 2023. I need you guys to listen to me very carefully, because this volatility, this volatile environment that I believe that we've already been in a volatile environment. I think it's going to be kicked up a notch. This is where I thrive. This environment is where I learned how to stand on my own 2 feet. I received one of T3 Alpha Fund's Trader of the Year awards in 2008, which was the worst global financial and global economic crisis that anybody that's on this live stream has ever seen. None of you were alive during the Great Depression. The 08-09 crisis is the worst economic crisis that anybody alive today has seen, unless you're 100 years old. And if you're 100 years old, I doubt you're on YouTube. This is my home. This is where I flourish. This is my thing. Volatility is my thing. Volatility should not be something that you are afraid of. It should not be something that you panic over. Don't go and dump out of all your positions. Screw it. The stock market, it's a scam. Rug pull. Look at what the SPY has done just this year alone. Look at this. Unbelievable. I didn't think the market was going to do this year. I didn't. I really didn't. But yet, doesn't matter. Here we are. Look at where we are. We are a stone throw away from all-time highs. You've got analysts and market technicians and fund managers that are calling for new all-time highs this year. How did we get from the world is ending to, now we're going to have all-time highs? How did that happen? It happened because all of the economic data has showed so far that the economy is still doing very, very well. Yes, it's slowing down, but it's still doing very well. The jobs market is still extremely strong. We're about to get more jobs data that comes out here later this week. Now, I don't believe that the market's going to go down 15 to 17% in the next 2 weeks. That's what happened in 2011. But in 2011, we still had a major overhang of the 08-09 financial crisis. We were getting out of the wave of the foreclosure crisis from following the 08-09 crash. We were heading into the sovereign debt crisis. There was a lot of issues going on in 2011 that were repercussions and ripples and waves from the 08-09 financial crisis. 08 was so severe that it sent shockwaves through the next 3 to 4 years, and multiple things were impacted by it. So it was a very different situation. I don't think you're going to see a 15% decline in the SPY over the next 2 weeks. I believe we're going to have a red month in August. I believe there's enough froth up here in this market. I believe that the rally that you've seen in the last 2 months is because of what we call, what in the hedge fund world, what you call performance chasing or chasing performance. What that refers to is when you have either one individual hedge fund manager or the hedge fund industry as a whole is caught with their pants down. And that's exactly what happened in 2023. Everybody anticipated a recession in 2023. You came into this year with the most bearish defensive positioning in hedge funds that we have seen in the last 20 years. Hedge fund managers were sitting on the most amount of cash. They had the most amount of short and hedge exposure because they were anticipating a market downturn. It did not happen. And now that all this economic data has been coming out and more likely looks like soft landing, these hedge fund managers cannot sit back and keep all of that cash on the sidelines or stay in their hedge positions because they cannot explain that to their investors at the end of the year. Hedge fund managers are critiqued on their yearly performance. They cannot just wait it out and be like, but we did okay in 2024. They're going to have to answer the calls of their investors to say, how did you miss this entire rally of 2023? Why am I paying you a fee to manage my money? I'd rather go somewhere else. This is called chasing performance. And all of that money that's been on the sidelines Even though these managers may not have wanted to pay the prices that they're paying for these stocks, they had to get that money back into the market. And that is the chase that you've been seeing over the last 2 months. That is this. And it all started all the way back at the end of May after the Fed meeting, when everybody realized that inflation is coming down still, the Fed's almost done with their rate cuts, and the jobs market, wouldn't you know, it's still at a 5-decade low on unemployment. That is what made hedge funds change, shift, and now you get this performance chase. But this performance chase is causing a lot of froth in the markets. And I think we're going to have a red month in the month of August. And I think this catalyst with the Fed, with the Fitch cutting our credit rating, I think this could be the catalyst to give me that pullback in the month of August. Could we pull back 5% in the month of August? Yes, absolutely. We certainly can. And a 5% pullback in the markets is going to give us as traders phenomenal trading opportunities from a day trading and swing trading perspective, but it's also going to open the door for some long-term buying opportunities, especially for those of you that did not capitalize on the prices that we saw last year. If you missed this entire rally, if you invested nothing last year when you should have, this upcoming pullback could give you an opportunity to get some money to work. Don't forget, 2011, markets fell 15% a couple weeks following the credit rating cut, and everybody anticipated a recession in 11 and 12. Kind of sounds similar to where we are today. Credit rating cut by Fitch, this time instead of Standard & Poor's. Everybody expecting recession, but in 2011, 2012, we actually avoided a recession. We did not have the double dip from the recession of 08, 09, and it looked like we were going to dip back into a recession in 11 and 12, and we avoided it. And the markets then moved higher. So very similar playbook and a very similar setup from what we see today. I can assure you guys that the people in True Trading Group, the members in True Trading Group, are not concerned about this. They did not read this news today and rush to YouTube and rush to Twitter and rush to Reddit and say, oh no, what's happening? What's happening? I assure you, not a single member of True Trading Group did that today when that news came out. They're not scared. They've seen this. They've seen this before. They've seen this movie. They've read this book. They're excited because they know that every time that everybody else runs around with their hair on fire, our pockets get fatter. We love volatility. We thrive on it. Day trading, swing trading, long-term buying opportunities. We thrive on this. And I know that all of my TTG family members were all waiting on bated breath for this type of price action. And if you are not a member of True Trading Group, then my God, I hope that you are part of a great community. I really, truly, and honestly do. I hope that you know everything that there is to know about risk management. I hope that you know how to capitalize on volatility because it is coming. And I hope you understand how to conduct proper technical analysis. I hope you understand trading strategies that allow you to implement with a full-time job. I pray to God that you know how to maneuver in a small account and strategies that allow you to trade when you can, not when you want. Because this is going to be nuts. Everything has changed. If you do not know how to do these things, or if you're not comfortable with these things, then man, you are going to be in for a really rough second half of this year. And as much as I can give you my game plan on these live streams, I could come on, I could say, hey, I think the market's going to do this. I think the stock's going to do that. This is my position for this. As much as I can come on here and I can tell you all of those things, it's not enough. You're looking at on these live streams, 10% of what members of True Trading Group get being with myself and the other 10 professional trading mods all day, every day. Me talking to you for 1.5 hours on a live stream ain't it. That's not enough for you. So I really hope you know what you're doing. There's somebody else on the other side of every trade that you make. Don't you ever forget that. It's you against them. You don't just buy shares off of the shelf somewhere. There's somebody on the other side of your trade. Who's going to be able to get the better entry price? Who's going to be able to control their emotions? Who's going to make the right decision? Who's going to take whose money? How confident are you in going up against another trader in the market? There's somebody on the other side of every trade. Now, I've got about 10,000 members in True Trading Group from 115 different countries, and they are educated, and they are prepared, and they are hungry. They know what they're doing. They're ready. I'm ready. Are you? Members in True Trading Group, guys, this has been a very volatile last couple of years. And every single time that volatility has picked up, we've killed it. We've absolutely killed it. Don't take my word for it. Members of True Trading Group, do me a favor real quick. Members, I know we have a ton of members that are on this live stream. Members, do me a favor. Type the number 1 in chat right now. If you are making money, you're becoming better traders with True Trading Group, and you are excited about the price action that is about to occur. If that is you, I want you to type the number 1 inside chat right now. Anybody that's on this live stream right now that is not a member, anybody that came on this live stream expecting me to tell them that the world is about to end and you should go hide, pay very close attention to how many people are typing the number 1. These are your peers. These are your friends. These are your family members. These are your coworkers. They're telling you that they're making money, they're becoming better traders, and they are not scared of a credit rating cut. They're excited for it. They're excited for it not because they're crazy. They're excited for it not because they're dumb. Quite the contrary. They're excited for it because they're smart and they know exactly what the hell they're doing. And how do you think it is that they just found that they know exactly what it is that they're doing? Do you think they just woke up one day and they flipped a coin and decided if they were going to go long or go short the markets? No. They've gotten a real professional level of education, similar to what I learned working at a hedge fund in New York. They got access to professional tools and resources to give them more information to help them make better decisions. And they joined a community of nearly 10,000 members that genuinely cares whether or not they succeed or fail, that are there to support each other in good times and in bad, during the ups and the downs. There you have it. They have every single excuse that you've given yourself. Small account, full-time job, no experience, lost money in the market before, scammed by some other group. Every single excuse that you have given yourself, they've had it. Keyword there is had, because they've overcome those hurdles. They've overcome those obstacles. They've gotten over those excuses. And now they're striving, rushing towards their goals. How many people are on this live stream right now that are not members of True Trading Group? Do me a favor right now. Type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. Type the letters TTG. Type the letters TTG if you guys are not members of True Trading Group. We've got MB, Pokegasm, Alan, Brooks, KT, Steve, Chris, Matt, Raphael, another Matt, Victor, Paula, Sean J. Excellent. All right, guys, listen. For those of you that are not members of True Trading Group, I'm doing you a favor. Because of what just took place, I'm holding the 52% discount sale that we were running. I'm holding it. The price was supposed to go up today. The price was supposed to be significantly more expensive today. But in the wake of this credit rating cut, and I know that there's people that are scared. I know there's people that are freaking out. I know there's people that don't know what to do. I know there's people that feel like, oh no, I just started getting money into the markets. Now the rug's going to get pulled out from underneath me. What should I do? I know there's many people that are out there that are worried about what's about to take place. So I'm going to leave you a favor, and I'm going to leave the 52% discount for our membership one more day until midnight tonight. So if you guys go to ttgoffer.com and then use the coupon code TTG121, you have to manually enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price will drop, which from our normal price, which is $2,212, with the coupon code, it drops to just $1,049. That's it for the whole year. It's $1,049 for the entire year It's all of our courses. There's no upsell for the courses. Every course is included, and it's $5,000 worth of premium stock market tools from Benzinga, TradingView, Trade Ideas, Quote Media, and a whole long list of others. You get access to all of them, no additional cost, no hidden fees, no upsells for an entire year. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121. Joe, why don't you post up a link in chat so people can see actually a list of all of the courses that they're going to have access to when they do join us. You guys can click on the link right in chat that Joe's going to post in a moment, and that'll give you guys a list of the entire syllabus. So you're going to get, this is a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month training program that I went through, and I worked at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures. Guys, you name it, we've got access to all of it. You have access to all of it when you guys pay the $1049. That's it for the whole year. Every course is included. There's no upsell for those courses. Okay, no upsell for those courses. You will also be getting, and listen, go to ttgoffer.com. Everything you see on that page is included. All right, so when you go to ttgoffer.com, every single thing you see on that page, you get included at no additional cost. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. You get congressional trading data, so you can track trades by members of Congress. You get insider trading, so you can track trades by management members. So you know, like when a CEO buys or sells shares of his own stock. You get Quote Media's full book level 2. TradingView's premium charting software. TradingView's charting software by itself is like $600 a year if you go to TradingView. Benzinga Pro, that's like $1,400 a year if you go to Benzinga directly. These are all things that are included when you join True Trading Group for $1049 for the whole year. You get the Trade Ideas scanner, which will make sure you guys are focused on the hottest stocks during the day. It streams on our platform for you guys to use. You got a simulator from ETNA, lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, but real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you're learning. A variety of AI tools. We've implemented AI onto the True Trading Group platform. We've created trading assistants for you. A whole long, it'll take me 30 minutes to explain to all of our AI tools that you guys are going to have within True Trading Group. You get that all included as well. Our own proprietary scanner lets you create custom scans. Dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data, analyst ratings, a trading journal that tracks your trading for you, a social sentiment scanner to tell you what everyone's talking about on social media. All of this is included for $1049, guys. All of it. Every day, the mods and I give you watch lists of the stocks that we are focusing on with entry and exit prices, so you know where to focus your attention before the day even begins. 600 hours of workshops inside of a video library. It is all included. We have to welcome William. Guys, William, welcome. Welcome, William, the newest member of the True Trading Group community. Everybody welcome William. 9 laptops now remain. I had 10. I didn't even get to say it yet. And then William already went ahead and grabbed a membership. So I had 10 laptops tonight. Now I've got 9. Yes, when you join True Trading Group, or if you join True Trading Group, if you're one of the next 9 people, you're going to get a brand new free laptop included. It's a Windows laptop. It's going to either be an Asus, Acer, HP, Dell, or Lenovo laptop. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. I don't care where you live. We have members in 115 different countries. I assure you, we will get you that laptop. You don't have to enter your address when you join. You're going to get a welcome email after you join that's going to give you instructions on how to claim your free laptop. So be on the lookout for the welcome email after you guys join. And folks, I stand behind this membership. I stand behind this platform. I stand behind the product that we have created. So much so that I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. Anyone that joins True Trading Group this evening, I'm going to give you a double your money back guarantee. I'm dead serious. You heard me right. I didn't stutter. Your internet connection is just fine. If you join True Trading Group right now for $1,049, I believe so strongly in the platform's ability to help you reach your goals that if you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group. We do them every week. Attend one and actually use the platform. Don't just log on to our site 5 times all year and be like, I didn't make any money. Use our platform. Do those things. If you are unable to make your membership fee back at least one time, $1,049, if you can't make that back at least one time during your membership, I will give you back $2,098, double what you're paying to join True Trading Group. Now I can do that because our refund rate, it's only 2.39%. We are 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,200 reviews. And 78% of our members renew their membership. Watch this. Members of True Trading Group, do me a favor. Type the number 1 if you've been a member of True Trading Group for more than 1 year. If you've been a member of True Trading Group for more than 1 year, go ahead and type the number 1 inside chat. Again, if you're not a member, pay attention to how many people are typing the number 1 inside of chat. Why would all of these people renew their membership if our platform failed them? Why would all these people renew their membership for a second year? Or maybe they went on to become lifetime members if they weren't having success, if they weren't becoming better traders, if they weren't making money. Ask yourself that question. Now, if you have any other questions about the money back guarantee, questions about me, questions about our mods, questions about our trading, send us a text message. We'll answer any questions that you guys have. 786-505-4049. Again, the phone number, it's on the bottom of the screen. 786-505-4049. Text that number with any questions. We'll answer anything that you guys want to know. We got to welcome Tyrone. Tyrone, welcome to the TGD fam, bro. 8 of those laptops now remain. So let me get this straight. I want to make sure you guys understand. 52% discount, a free laptop, trade with the laptop, use it for work, give it to your kid for school, sell it on eBay. I don't care. Put the money back in your account. Whatever you want to do with it. It's our gift to you when you join the True Trading Group community. So 52% discount, free laptop, double your money back guarantee. I'm doing this for one more night because of what happened today with the credit rating cut. I know that's going to scare people. I know people don't understand necessarily what that means. So I'm going to leave this price with the 52% discount for one more night. There's 8 laptops left. If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. So when you go to ttgoffer.com, let's say you're watching this stream after it's already aired. If you see a laptop in the checkout cart, then that means you're getting one. Text us if you guys have any questions. If you used to be a member or a trial member, or maybe you're currently a trial member, do you guys want to join? You have to text us because we got to whitelist your email address. So also phone number 786-505-4049.
Mike, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What was the name of the person that just joined a second ago?
Tyrone. Only True Trading Group members are going to get that. Only TC members just got what just happened. That was good though, Adam. Now, what I would like to do here now, guys, is I want to open the floor and I want to let you guys ask me some questions because I'm sure there's a ton of questions about what's taking place. Okay. So text us if you guys have any questions about the membership. But if you have questions about the markets, about stocks, about what's going on, sound off in chat. Type your questions in chat right now. Everyone's laughing about the this poor guy Tyrone has no idea why there's a joke connected with his name.
We didn't do it in the chat. That noise is from a Vine.
No, I know.
Vine
Man,
app
but I'm
from
saying
a guy that would say, "I'm Tyrone." Never mind.
Wow, Vine. The good old days. The good old days. So, guys, if you have questions, type them in chat. Ask away. All right? Type them in chat and ask away. Mike, I got SPY puts that expire. Mike, I got SPY puts that expire this Friday. Can you please explain how to roll over for more time expiration? So you can do it yourself manually, Or some brokerage platforms, you can actually just place the trade so it happens automatically. So if your broker has the ability to roll over, you can roll over and it'll just do it simultaneously. But all rolling over means, Lewis, is you're basically selling the options that you're currently in and you're buying a different expiration. That's all you're doing. So if you wanted to, you can just go ahead and sell the option that expires on Friday and buy an option that expires at a different date, and that you'd be rolling your contracts forward, keeping the capital, that's allocated to the trade the same. Or some brokerage platforms will have the ability to it'll be a simultaneous transaction, so there's no inefficiency between the fill. Because if you go and you sell one and then you go and buy another, there's going to be a couple seconds in between that transaction, and the price is going to move and change during that time frame. So you can either do it instantly with your broker, or you can just manually sell one and buy the other. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. We got to welcome Daria. Daria, welcome to the family, guys. Your newest member, 7 of those laptops now remain. So again, ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. Again, TTG121. Click apply code. Price drops down to $1,049 for the entire year. There are no upsells. Don't forget, you got to double your money back guarantee. I really don't think you need it. I honestly and truly don't think that you need to double your money back guarantee. That's really good too, Adam. You don't need the double your money back guarantee, but it's there for peace of mind, and it's there to hold us accountable as well. Dallas, DC wants to know if we are live. Dallas, DC, I hope that answers your question. Yes, we are. Will today's credit downgrade by Fitch have any effect on the bond auction tomorrow? I believe it will. Okay. So here's what I am looking at tomorrow. Tomorrow, we have to pay attention to the bond market, because when a credit rating is cut, typically what happens is that yields go up. So you have to understand what a credit rating cut means. It essentially means this one investment has a higher risk level than it did previously. So a AA plus rating means there's a little bit more risk than a AAA rating. Now, AA plus is still a very good credit rating, okay? But in theory, it's a little bit of a higher risk. So in order to offset the risk, investors are incentivized with interest rates. So in order for you to, when you buy a bond, you get an interest rate. The higher the interest rate, the more investors are enticed to purchase. The lower the interest rate, the less. As the price of a bond goes up, okay, the yield goes down, the interest rate goes down. And as the price of a bond goes down, the yield or the interest rate goes up. So when bonds are in low demand, you entice investors to purchase them by offering a higher interest rate. When bonds are in super high demand, you don't need to entice investors because bonds are in high demand, so you can offer a lower interest rate. We got to welcome Kelly. Kelly, welcome to the True Trading Group family. Everybody welcome Kelly. Guys, we're down to 6 of these laptops now. I had 10 before we started this live stream. So Kelly, welcome to the family. 6 of these laptops now remain. Again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Use it. Click apply code. You have to manually enter the code, so I can do it for you. Again, see a laptop, you're getting one. Don't enter your address. You're going to get a welcome email. Check it. Be on the lookout for it. There'll be instructions in there how to claim your free laptop. Okay. So what I expect to happen now is interest rates should go up. They should go up tomorrow. Gold should go up tomorrow. So these are the things I'm looking for. How much does the market care that Fitch just downgraded the US's credit rating? If the markets care, you should see the 2-year treasury yield move up towards 5%. You should see the 10-year treasury yield get closer to 4.25%. And that's going to put pressure on stocks. I would expect to see technology stocks down the most tomorrow, meaning the NASDAQ. I would expect the NASDAQ to be down more than the S&P and more than the Dow. Okay. And as interest rates go up, stock prices should go down. Gold prices should also move higher. That's typically what happens in a normal environment. But what do we know? We are in anything but a normal environment. We're not supposed to be where we are right now. We've had 15 consecutive months of negative leading economic indicators. We've had, a string of negative or under 50, which is a contraction of, services and manufacturing PMI, and yet the markets still move higher. Okay. You had the fastest rate hike cycle that we've ever had in history, and yet the unemployment rate is still at a 5-decade low. You've had the deepest inverted yield curve that we have seen in decades, and yet the market has still moved higher. And a recession so far is nowhere to be seen. So we're in anything but a normal market environment. So I want to see, does the normal expected correlation between different markets, meaning equities and bonds, does that show up tomorrow? And if it does, then I feel good about moving forward over the next 1 to 2 weeks with that theory and with that game plan, and looking to short tech stocks and any tech stock from here on out that misses earnings, I'm going to lean on it short, and I'm going to stay on it short for that day and probably hold it for another day, because the higher interest rates should put pressure on tech stocks to begin with. And then if you miss on earnings, you should see additional pressure on that stock. And there's going to be multiple fundamental catalysts and factors working against any technology stock that misses earnings over the next 2 weeks. So every single technology stock that has earnings, you should have it on your calendar. You should have it on your watch list, because if they miss, lean on them short. Zoom Info was a really good example of that today. Zoom Info, this is one of the top trade ideas for us today inside True Trading Group. You missed on earnings, and all these other tech companies have beat on earnings. Okay. You've looked around, and the majority, like 87% of companies that have reported earnings so far, have beat. So to see this company miss on earnings and then gap down to the all-time low, this is one of the top trade ideas for us today in True Trading Group. We're short through the $20.25 all-time low and look for more downside to the 18s. That was exactly the watch list and the game plan from today. And right off the opening bell, this thing just dropped like an absolute rock. Okay, dropped like an absolute rock. This thing was trading at around 21 and a half pre-market when they reported earnings, and right off the bell collapsed right to $18.50. The point that I'm making is this stock was down around 14% and then ended up down 27%. You see what I mean by leaning on a tech stock that misses on earnings? This is going to be a trading strategy that I'm going to implement over the next couple of days if I see that correlation show up in the market tomorrow. So I want to see yields move higher. I want to see tech stocks move lower. And if that correlate, and I want to see gold move higher. If those things happen, I'm going to look every day what tech stock missed earnings. Great. I'm going to short it. That's the plan. There you have it. Any other questions? Do you think the amount of interest the government is paying on the debt could cause a potential problem? I know it's over $1 trillion for next year. Right now, no. Right now, no, it's not a problem. But the path that the U.S. is on is not a sustainable path. At some point, they're going to have to stop spending more than they're making, right? Debt is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to have debt. Debt is actually a good thing. Debt's not a bad thing. Debt only becomes a bad thing when you can't pay it. When you can no longer service your debt obligations, that's when debt becomes a problem. But as long as you can continuously meet your debt obligations, debt is a good thing. Right now, the U.S. has absolutely no problems paying their debt obligations. But the trajectory that we're on between debt being $31.4 trillion and our GDP being, I don't know, 27 or 28 trillion, our debt is higher than the money that the government makes a year. Now, if that continues and the gap between debt and GDP continues to widen, eventually, sometime far into the future, that's going to be a real serious problem. So the government between now and then is going to have to stop that. You're going to have to stop. You're going to have to get the debt lower than our GDP at some point. But that's not something that's going to be a problem this month, this year, next year. That's something that is, because right now paying our debt obligations is not an issue. But eventually it will be if we don't change that. What time do you think the biggest move is tomorrow? Is that a real question? What time do I think the biggest move is tomorrow?
Well, he also said, what time do you think the biggest movie is tomorrow? And I said, I think it's Barbie.
Oh. I mean, man, you guys are really asking for a lot now. It's not an, it's, so it used to be, hey, do you think the market's going to go up or down? Now we've moved from that to what time is the market going to move up or down? Wow. I have no freaking clue. What do I look like? What time is going to be the biggest? The biggest move is going. The biggest move is first of all, like the question doesn't even make any sense, because what do you mean the biggest move? Is the biggest move in relation to what time period? Are you talking about a 1 minute candle, a 2 minute candle, a 3 minute candle, a 5, a 15, an hour? Like what is the reference point to the biggest move? From open to close? Do you want like the exact minute that the stock's going to make the biggest move? That's just an insane question, and I can't answer it. Any other questions, folks? With this new, this is a good question. Mems, this is a good question. Okay. With this news, how much do you think Apple and Amazon earnings will affect the market in comparison, especially if we get a big move and start breaking major supports like 450 on the SPY? Excellent question. Let me tell you something. Okay. Let me tell you something. If Apple or Amazon miss, it becomes that much more of a market moving catalyst, because what you want to look for now are catalysts that help the catalyst that you just got, not fight against it. You don't want to look for push-pull. You want to look for push-push. Because you just got a catalyst. This has only happened one other time in history. There's been one other time in history that the U.S.'s credit rating was cut, and that was 2011. We have one instance to reference. The market went down 15% in like 2 weeks. So this type of a catalyst should move the market. It's a catalyst that could cause the market to go down. So what you want to look for are other catalysts that would also make the markets go down. And Apple or Amazon missing on earnings would also be a catalyst that can make the markets move lower. So I'm looking for catalysts that don't counteract the cut. I'm looking for catalysts that fuel the cut. I hope that makes sense. Members of True Trading Group, David has another question. This time not referencing time, but referencing money. David would like to know, do you guys make reasonable amounts of money each day on the stocks? David, what is a reasonable amount of money to you? Is $50 reasonable? 100, 200, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000? Members of True Trading Group, yes or no? And maybe put dollar amounts if you guys feel obliged to. Answer David's question, please. Do you guys make reasonable amounts of money on stocks or options for those of you that trade options. So members of True Trading Group, I'll let you guys comment, sound off, help answer this question for David. I think it's better for members to answer that question rather than myself. Way to go, John. John says I'm up 20K year to date. Hell yeah. So you guys can read some of the comments that are coming through chat. I don't have to go read them all for you. I make enough to pay for everything I need. I like that. My boy Reggie. I like that answer, Reggie. Hope you're doing well, bro. I hope you're doing well, man. What do I think about Mara? I don't think Mara is going to get through 20. So here's 20. 20 is a huge resistance level. And if you take a look at my screen, you'll see that $20 used to be a massive support level for Mara. I mean, $20 was just an absolute brick wall in 2021 and 2022. And then you broke it in the middle of 2022. And then you ran back up and you tested it again in August of 2022. And then you tested it again here in early July. And, what I think about Mara is I think Mara is going to make another run at 20. But then I think it's going to reject again off of 20. MicroStrategy came out with earnings. The stock's flat on the back of their earnings. Coinbase has been pulling back after the rally of the ruling with Ripple, and you've had this pullback in Coin, but Coin is getting down to a huge level of support that I'm actually looking for Coin to bounce here pretty soon. This 85 level is a huge support level for Coinbase, and I was looking at if Coinbase gets down here, I think you do get a bounce. And maybe that bounce could lift the crypto sector, and that can get Mara back up towards 20. Will this downgrade put the brakes on Fed hikes? That's also a really good question. That's a really good question because if interest rates move higher, move significantly higher, then that acts as a rate hike. So kind of like when the banking crisis happened, that tightening of credit and that tightening of lending standards from banks acts as a rate hike and has the same effect as far as financial conditions and as far as, what impact that has on the economy. It has the same impact as the rate hike. So if you see the 2-year treasury get over 5% and you see the 10-year get closer to like 4.5%, then that you may not see another rate hike. But ultimately, the Fed is going to make a decision on whether they're going to raise rates or not in September. There's no meeting in August, so it's September. It's going to come down to the inflation data that we get for the next 2 months. We're going to get 2 more inflation reports before the next Fed meeting. So those reports are really going to be what's going to dictate if the Fed raises rates again or not. Because when you fast forward, a month and a half from now, we're not going to be talking about this rate cut, the credit rating cut from Fitch. We're going to be talking about the Fed. We're going to be talking about inflation. And we're going to be talking about whether or not they're going to give us another rate hike or not, and whether or not core inflation has come down over the last 2 months. That's what we're going to be talking about in September. Next question. Go ahead, guys. Type your questions in chat. We got to welcome Philip. Philip, welcome. We have 5 laptops now remaining, guys. Everybody welcome Philip. Philip is the newest member of the group. Philip, welcome to the family, brother. Sassy, no, I'm still long Kava, Sassy. I didn't sell my last piece. I'm still long Kava. Philip, welcome to the family, guys. Welcome to the family. Jerry Hidalgo, that's an excellent point. I'll discuss that in a moment. Guys, go to ttgoffer.com. Oh, Maria, let's go Yanks. I know, Maria. They're terrible this year. It's the worst Yankee team that I think I've ever seen in my entire life as a Yankee fan. It's been a miserable year. Philip, welcome. Go to ttgoffer.com, guys. Use the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price will drop all the way down to $10.49 for the entire year. There's no upsell for courses. There's no hidden fees or costs for the tools and resources. They are all included for the $10.49. They're all included for the $10.49. All right. Text us 786-505-4049 if you guys have any questions at all whatsoever. We're fully transparent. We're an open book. So let's hit on that question. I don't understand how inflation is going to go down when oil is going up. It's a very good point, and we need to discuss it. The Biden administration today actually declined refilling the strategic petroleum reserve because the price is too high. Now, when they refill the strategic petroleum reserve, that's going to create a floor for the price of oil. It's going to be a buyer. It's going to be a bid. It's going to create a price. Okay. So oil has already moved back over $80 a barrel. I'll pull up the USO. That's not the price of oil, but it's a fund that tracks oil futures. This is not the price of oil. Do not mistake it for crude oil futures. And you can see over the last month what has happened to oil prices. You can see the month of July. There's the month of July. We have just eclipsed the April high on the USO. And we are at the highest level that we have been at since November on the USO. That, I'm so glad that you just brought up that comment, because it's something that it's part of the reason why I'm looking for a pullback in the market August, September. The reason why I'm looking for a pullback in the markets August, September is because I think that you're going to get a disappointing inflation report August, September. I'm not sure which one, if it's going to be both. I don't know. But I really think one of the next 2 inflation reports that we get is going to come in higher than expected. Inflation has been coming down drastically, and it's been under expectation. I think that we have gotten so used to the light inflation number. Now with oil prices moving high, you know what else is moving higher? Also, wheat prices. Wheat prices have been moving back to the upside as well. So you have a basket of commodities that are all moving higher. And these are commodities that factor into your inflation report. Oil, obviously, it's energy, it's gasoline prices, right? It's when you're talking about wheat prices. That's food. That's bread. That's all different food prices. So you're seeing commodity prices start to move higher. And I think that the higher commodity prices plus a sticky core, because let's not forget, what's core inflation? That's the part of inflation that's been stickier. That's inflation minus food and energy. Well, you've seen food and energy prices come down drastically this year. And that's why the headline, part of the reason, not the only reason, part of the reason the headline CPI number has been coming down, has been under expectation so much. But what happens if that area starts to tick back up? What happens then? You may get one of these inflation reports that come in higher than expected. And that's going to all but solidify the Fed raises rates again in September. And it's going to solidify that the Fed is going to still talk very aggressive at the September meeting. And it may even signify another rate hike at the next Fed meeting after that. So maybe there's even another rate hike still to come after the September hike. It depends on what those inflation reports show. So these are part of the reasons why I think the markets are going to have a pullback through August and September. And it's because of expecting one of these inflation reports to be bad, and then, or not necessarily bad, but just not as good as what people are expecting, what people are hoping for. And then I think that this catalyst with the Fed, with Fitch cutting the credit rating, it can cause interest rates to move higher, which should put pressure on equity stocks, specifically tech names. And I think that there's a lot of froth in this market. And I think that August, September, we're set up beautifully for a nice pullback. And that's going to give us tremendous trading opportunities. And it can give some people that missed this entire rally, can give some of those people some long-term portfolio buying opportunities as well. Okay? So there you have it, folks. All right? There you guys have it. All right. Yellow. Yeah, yellow, man. This freaking thing is nuts. I think this has run its course. We topped out today at $4.50, $5. That's a resistance level. I feel like we're gonna have a pullback in Yell tomorrow. Maybe Yell goes back to $3. That's just what I think. The company, going bankrupt, they ceased operations. And then you get this ridiculous short squeeze. Stock was at 50 cents. They cut operations the next day, and they went from 50 cents to $5. So stock's up 1,000% in a matter of 3 days. It's just insane. So I know it's a lot of fun. I know a lot. We've traded it in True Trading Group over the last 2 days. But is this something I think is going to go to like $8 or so? No, I don't. Don't get caught holding the bag on that, guys. Do not get caught holding the bag on Yell. Take profits as that. Take profits as it moves higher. All right. Okay, folks. That does it. That does it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I hope you found this very helpful. I hope you found this beneficial. This was, a very unexpected event today. Nobody had this, all right, on their bingo card. Okay, nobody. This is completely out of left field. It was not, listen. To be fair, Fitch on May 24th. Don't quote me on that. I think it's May 24th. The Fitch issued a warning. They actually put the U.S.'s credit rating on negative watch, which is they put a warning out in May that they might be reducing the U.S.'s credit rating. So they did kind of warn that this may happen, but nobody actually thought they were going to do it. And they went ahead and they did it today after the close. So we'll see. I hope you guys found this helpful. I hope you have a better understanding of what actually happened today. Because there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to be trying to explain this that don't know what they're talking about. I want to make sure you guys get really good information that can help you make the best decisions for you, for your money, for your family. That's the goal. Okay. So listen, guys, if you're not interested in the membership in True Trading Group at all, you guys can sign off the live stream. I'm done with the analysis. I'm done with the Q&A. But if you are interested in the membership, let me show you the platform. I'll show you guys actually what you're going to be getting with the membership, because it is an all-inclusive membership. You get all of our courses. You get all of our tools. There's no upsell for courses or tools. Those things are included when you join for a 52% discount tonight for the 1049. Don't forget the price is going up at midnight tonight. I kept it at 1049, the 52% off, because of what happened today. Tomorrow, the price is going to be higher. So let me show you the platform. On the screen right now, you see is our chat room. Our chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades in real time. We're answering questions. We're with you from pre-market all the way through into the close. We're not just gone after an hour and you'll have to fend for yourself. You can use our mobile app, which lets you see the screen share and listen to the audio on your cell phone. You also get real-time push notifications on your cell phone when the moderators and I enter and exit trades. This way you can follow along with what we're doing, even if you're not in front of your computer. You get 2 private study group sessions with our mods to speed up your learning curve. You have Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, which will help you guys, get news as soon as it crosses the wire. That alone is like $1,000 if you go to Benzinga on your own. It's included when you join True Trading. You get TradingView's premium charting software. That's included. Trade Idea Scanner. It's on our platform all day for you guys to use. A simulator from ETNA lets you practice trading with fake money, but with real-time data. Our own proprietary scanner lets you create custom scans. Dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, congressional trading data, insider trading from management, short data. All of these things are included, guys. This is very expensive data that some of you may pay for already. It's all included when you join TTG for the 1049. That's part of our platform. You're also going to get a trading journal. The trading journal tracks your trades and breaks it down to the numbers and statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. A social sentiment scanner tells you what stocks are being talked about most on social media, analyst ratings on any stock that you're interested in, and also the watch list. The watch list, the mods and I give you each day the list of stocks we're focused on with entry and exit prices, so you know exactly where to focus your attention. Then you have all the courses. The courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, chart psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, you've got it. It's all included in 1049. There's no upsell for more courses after you guys join. There's a video library with over 600 hours of videos, and you guys can actually attend these workshops when you become a full-time member. Now, guys, listen, as much as I would love to, I can't guarantee that you're going to be successful just because you join True Trading Group. What I can guarantee is that if you join now, you'll pay $10.49. If you go through our courses, if you pass our quizzes, if you attend one study group, when you actually use our platform, don't just log on 5 times all year and say you didn't make any money. If you do those things and you do not make the membership fee back at least one time, $1,049 during your membership, I will give you back $2,098. That's double your money. We can do that because our refund rate at True Trading Group is 2.39%. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,200 reviews. And 78% of our members have renewed their membership or have upgraded to become lifetime members of our community. That's why I can offer you double your money back. The next 5 people to join get a free laptop. We cover the shipping. Go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price drops down. Price goes up at midnight. If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. If you have questions, do not hesitate. Text us 786-505-4049. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. Hope you enjoyed the live. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys.